So what makes like Final Fight then, I guess, like your personal favorite over like Streets of Rage 2?
It's gonna say again. I love the music of Streets of Rage 2, but I like the music of Final Fight a little more. Had that classic Capcom music that I loved in the Street Fighter games. The sprites were a little bit bigger and
They
all
are
that.
bigger, yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot bigger. And graphically it looked a little bit nicer, but it was still gritty too, but not as gritty as the Genesis. But I think because of the graphics, the music, and the music, and even the characters too. Like I like Cody a lot. He was going Hagar,
Yeah, Hagar's
that one had the sounds of like all that.
totally.
But I should say it's like if I give Final Fight a 9 out of 10, I'm giving Streets of Rage 2 an 8.9 out of 10. That's how close it is, like it is just by a little bit.
All right.
I mean, I only played Final Fight in the arcade. I didn't have Super Nintendo till way later. So
you're better off in that case, honestly.
Yeah, right. For real, yeah.
What my cousins did, and what's interesting is when we rented Final Fight, we had to take turns because it didn't have 2 players simultaneous co-op.
Exactly.
But Streets of Rage did. So when my cousins were over at my place, we'd rent Streets of Rage 2. We could play together, and that was amazing. The only time we could do that was we'd go down to, we had this pizza place near me, and they had Final Fight in the back with next to Street Fighter, and we play it there, and then it had 2 players. So like, how come it doesn't have 2 player Super Nintendo? So that was the one thing that really Sega leveraged over them, was that they had 2 player beat 'em up co-op before Nintendo did. And the other thing too, I will disagree with Tony. I thought the Streets of Rage music was better. I thought it was more hype. It felt it was very fitting for the games, and even though the colors in Final Fight were better, like I love the whole look when you start Streets of Rage and you're in this, like, it looks like Vegas, right? There's neon lights everywhere popping, and there's like phone booths you could throw guys through and all this. It's looking great, and it's like, I wanted to go and kick a garbage can and see if some money was under it,
Probably like a turkey leg under or something. I'm kind of hungry. I need to look for the trash. Right? People staring at you is like, what the hell is this kid doing? And there's also our buddy here, Bill Gardner, who you remember here, Tony. He says the one where I played Final Fight instead. Damn. So he's on Team Final Fight along with you there too, Tony.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah.